Football. Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Broncos will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Air Force's offense will go to work first. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen, but no doubt, this defense has to play out of their minds today to have any shot.
And the Falcons just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll run the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Falcons come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. He'll sneak it. Got the first down. Looking for more.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Falcons with the 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Breaks the tackle. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. The option look. Quarterback on the keeper. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Boise State. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like the return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from it, and the ball is loose on the return. Recovered by the kicking team.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Broncos! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat and you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Here he comes from his own end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll try the running game off the right tackle. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Fires to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. It'll be 3rd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Give to the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. The give to the tailback. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Broncos will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more. He's got it on the outside. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Now on the move. Those defenders were seeing red, and the quarterback felt it and got down quickly. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Right down the boulevard. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now he's got some space. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
I mean, what a huge gain for this offense. You're always trying to find ways to get your playmakers in space. And when you create a hole like that, Palmer, good Lord, anybody's going to be able to run through. Then he just keeps chewing up.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, he missed it. No good. Boy, they could have used that field goal to draw a little closer, but still an 8-point game. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They're setting up the screen.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. He's got the tight end. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at 1st and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Slams it ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Broncos. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
On the run from inside his own 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above the Smurf turf.
And the Falcons will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
This time they'll go to the running game. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Here's the handoff. Running to Green. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. They go to the ground. And some room to work. There he goes. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Broncos can really attack on this 2nd and short. Give to the running back. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those 1st downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in 1st downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple 1st downs together, get one of those long drives going.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll move the tight end. The give to the back. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
But when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up. And
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Boise State. And the punishment has been extended.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll send the back in motion. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? The Falcons really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. He's got it. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. 1st down, 10 yards to go. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Falcons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play action fake. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Working that left side. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. The give to the big fullback. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Falcons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the option. He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. And the Falcons pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Give to the fullback. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Quarterback extends the play. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying. You get him in 3rd and medium.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Air Force. Lining up to add another.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
The extra point is good, and they cut it to a 28-13 game. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this 4th quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this 4th quarter.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. The give on the option. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty.
He wants to take the top off. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
He's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Falcons want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Falcons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He's looking deep. Makes the grab on the left side. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. They want that clock to run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. Touchdown Broncos! And the route is on. They extend this. Oh, they want the 2, and the holder tries to throw for it. And the pressure gets home. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Dude, Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. To the air on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And they lost the ball out of bounds, and they'll lose a few yards as a result. The Falcons now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. And the Falcons headed quickly to the line. They'll try to get the first through the air. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this lead. Breaks into the open. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They're facing a 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into the locker room.
And he sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the score.
The Broncos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running back searching for a hole. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.